Jaxson Dart having some fun in the National Football League. I don't know if he's still number 3 on the depth chart, but everybody knows he's the backup to Russell Wilson, and it's just a matter of time before Jaxson Dart is the starter. I think back to 2004. 5-4 with the Giants under Kurt Warner, and in came Eli Manning because they deemed Eli Manning to be ready. When Jaxson Dart is ready to go, he will play. They overwhelmed the Jets in what used to be the Snoopy Bowl. Remember when Rex Ryan put Mark Sanchez back in that game?
Oh, I remember.
To win it,
yeah.
Got Sanchez injured. Right. So I don't think they do the Snoopy Trophy anymore, which is unfortunate for the Giants because they would have won it. What's your take, though, on Dart? And when do you think he'll be ready to go as the guy?
I mean, I think he's ready. Like I do. That's the beauty of Jaxson Dart is that he played in a pro style offense under Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss. He knows how to play within the pocket and read coverages and go to the right place with the ball. That's what you've seen from him so far. It's been nothing but that. Good decisions, accurate throws. He doesn't necessarily wow me. I said this last week. I don't go, oh my gosh, his arm, what a laser, what a throw. There was a lot of these type of plays right here, screens and whatever else. But Mike, I mean, this play right here, Russell Wilson was driving the ball and they put him in to throw a 30-yard screen. Russell Wilson was probably like, what the freak? That was 30 yards on my stat sheet that you just gave to him, right? So it just seems like all things are pointed in that direction. And I think a little bit more of like, yeah, Russell's the starter, but as soon as it falters or the offense doesn't quite look the way the fans or the team wants, Jaxson Dart's going to be out there. It feels that way. Even if they have a winning record, I wouldn't be shocked. If it was 3-2 early in the year and it was just ugly on the offensive side of the ball, I could see them going with Jaxson Dart. It just seems inevitable. I think you're saying the same thing, Mike.
Russell Wilson had a great throw down the middle of the field. Something the Steelers did not do last year. He always had his big throws to the outside. They didn't let him throw the big deep ball down the middle of the field. It was like an 80-yard gain. I can't remember whether we talked about this or not, but are you better off Dart backed up by Jameis Winston or Dart backed up by Russell Wilson, assuming that at the end of the day they're only going to have 2? And I don't know that assumption's valid. They may carry 3. But would you rather have Winston as the guy who's the understudy to Dart or Wilson?
Well, for like fun purposes, right, as a fan, I'd want Jameis Winston. But if my ass was on the line like Joe Shane and Brian Daboll, I would want Russell Wilson. Right? I don't know. Again, Jaxson Dart gets hurt. I like Jameis Winston. He's fun to watch, all that. But we know Lord deliver me from pick sixes and turnovers and all that. And if Lord doesn't deliver him, then Brian Daboll is going to be delivered to his couch and not being the head coach anymore of any football team. So that's where I think it's Russell Wilson because he's in the trust tree. He's played big games. He does take care of the football. And I think for the situation they're in, yeah, they're going to trust Russell in that situation more than Jameis Winston.
It is going to be a fun ride, and it's going to be something we'll find out by next Tuesday whether or not they carry 3 on the 53-man roster. I've always thought that somebody's vulnerable, that when they load it up, because we didn't know what they were going to do, right? They had nobody. They had Tommy Gabagool, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then, boom, Jameis Winston on a Friday, and then bang, Russell Wilson on a Monday. Oh, well, they don't need a quarterback now in the draft. And I think part of that is it creates a little bit of cover so you can operate in some degree of secrecy as you make your maneuverings to try to get a Jaxson Dart. And now you're left with these 3 guys. And what are you going to do when the season rolls around? All right. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.